Hello and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. Thank you very much for joining me in this video. Now, last time out we did a journey from Felixstowe to Folkestone. So Felixstowe there, down to Folkestone right here. Now from here we've got two options. We can go into Europe, either to Belgium, Netherlands, France, or perhaps even over to Germany over here, or we could continue in the UK. And as you've probably seen by the title, having a look at this, I'm thinking that there are two options here. We've got cars into Deutschland, so over to where are we going? Frankfurt, or we've got boric acid to Belfast. Now, I think that given that there's a fair amount to, if I go to the world map, you can see that parts of the motorways have been redone. I want to see what they are like. It looks like the journey, at least the journey I would take, would be M20 up to M25 junction, whatever that is. Across here, so across the Dartford crossing again, around the M25, so that would be... which way would this be going? So that would be junction 1, going around up to junction 21 of the M25, up the M1, junction 19, Catthorpe interchange, M6, past Birmingham, straight up the M6, Liverpool, past Liverpool, up here. I have no idea what junction this is. I think that's Lancaster Morecambe area. Take the ferry across to the Isle of Man, do the Isle of Man TT. No, not really, because we've just got to go on the ferry and then get back onto the ferry, and it doesn't have the TT circuit, unfortunately. And go over to Belfast and drop our goods off over here in Freya, I believe that's pronounced. And that gives us the opportunity to perhaps then do a run from Belfast to Londonderry, or perhaps coming down the A1, E01, M1, whatever there. I'm not sure what the Irish ones are, the motorways there, but we could go down to Dublin. We could try and get a journey all the way to perhaps Dublin, maybe Limerick, and then they haven't got these roads in. Perhaps from Limerick we could go to Wexford and then back across to Fishguard, back along, down maybe to Plymouth, and then from Plymouth into France. That's my thinking. So what I think we're going to take is where is it? This one right here, and it looks like it's giving me the exact same journey that I thought it would be, so that is great. We are not going straight to the middle of London. No, it wants me to go straight to the middle of London. Okay, we might do that. We might just do that. So M20, A20 in, straight to the middle, probably A101 across. Where would it give me? Does it give me the A12 up onto the A406, around M1 at Brent Cross, and then all the way up? Perhaps it might give me that one. I'm not sure. Anyway, make sure you stay tuned for a journey, perhaps over 2 videos from Folkestone. Yes, Folkestone over to, where am I going? Belfast, Dublin. Belfast is up there. There we go. From Folkestone to Belfast. Right, now it's 7:28 in the morning, which means that it is going to be a little bit dark, but have no fear of that. We can just start the engine, switch on our lights, and we should be underway quite easily. Now, first things first is I need to head to where we need to go. Now, I do have head tracking enabled. Head tracking is a little different. I've been trying to sort things out. Now, I do have a really annoying light in front of me, which is a problem. But that should be okay. As soon as it lights up, we should be okay. Where am I going? This way. And for some reason the textures do not seem to be loading as well as they should. No traffic. No traffic. I was expecting a better texture loading, but unfortunately it looks like the textures are not loading as we would expect. But anyway, I hope everybody's having a lovely... what day should this be? This is not a 50, no way. This is a 30. It's now showing it to be a 60, it isn't. I can tell you now that this is a 30. You can just tell with the houses, the parked cars, street lights, that's all 30 mile per hour. So obviously some things need adjusting. Now here's our 60. Some things do need adjusting naturally. Strange junction. I said that last time, didn't I? This, I wouldn't call this 60 either. This would normally be about 50, I think. Possibly 40. Where's this turning? There it is. Getting into the right gear. So hopefully everybody's having a lovely Friday. And now this is apparently 30. That's strange. I'm recording this a few days early, so anything that's happened between now and Friday, I do not know. Here? It's very difficult to see with the brightness of my screen as well, and this light in my face. If I was to do that, I wonder if my head tracking would completely lose where I am. Seems to be okay. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Ah, that's how it gets my messages. But I want to get rid of that. Right. View job offer. Freights market. It is the boric acid. Now, how should we transport it? As a dry freighter for Eddie Stobart, which isn't loading? Have I got some loading issues or something? GLS, a basic curtain starter, an old Eddie Stobart. M Sports? No, I do not think so. I think it's just going to be a standard Eddie Stobart. I'm pretty sure this is not Walker's Crisps. We could do XPO Logistics. And it's boric acid, it's not really biomass, is it? What does that say? Not sure. A short dry freighter? That looks kind of nice. Just a standard dry freighter. There's a lot of options here. What would be the best for boric acid? Probably something like this, I'll be honest. So let's pick I'll take that one. I quite like the wind deflectors on this one. So let's take this one. There we go. Because we're coming from XPO Logistics anyway, let's take the job. Right. Ow. I keep getting this wrong. I'm looking for a specific button and I cannot find it. Where is that button that I'm looking for? At least I can look backwards quite easily now, as opposed to before where I was struggling a lot more. There we go. T to connect. Let's do all that, and then let me try and figure out what's going wrong with the buttons. Right. That's the lights. That's beams. This is supposed to be beacons. Why is this not working? Oh, it is. It's just... I have no... I seem to have lost all beacon flares. I think the game is updated and something's gone wrong. Okay. Well, that's fine. Right. Let's get underway. So the sun's coming up. Should be able to see quite nicely. In fact, I might try and take a photo here. I also need to fill up fuel, I've just noticed. Ah! Fuel! That's going to be an interesting one. So we'll have to look for a filling station. No, it's too dark for a photo. I'm just going to continue, but as I said, I'm going to just check the world map for a petrol station. I know there's got to be one nearby. There's one over there. I'm not really fancying going there. Oops. Oh no, it does want me to go M25. Why was it showing me initially going A20, A102, A12, A406, M1? Toll petrol station there. I should be able to. I should be able to manage that one. I think. Let's find out. I think I press 607 miles. That's plenty. Let's get this going. Yeah, so I seem to have lost my flares for some reason. Over the bumps we go. To this way. Let's get ourselves settled in for a journey as the sun comes up, which is what I was planning for. I was hoping to have this journey whilst the sun is rising, so that you've got some decent content. There we go. That was a confident turn, when I really did not feel all too confident about this. Because I still... Yes, it's kind of still difficult to see my trailer at night, especially with something like this. So this looks like the junction. Looks clear to me. Let's go. We are underway. I say underway, this is a slow acceleration to 30 miles per hour. I'm literally going through every gear right now. So the one problem that I always find with Euro Truck Simulator is the fact that you've got things that are made in such a way that it's designed for what's the right term here? It's designed for to condense everything, and in doing so, okay, this is a terrible junction onto the M20, and because it's designed, everything's designed in a condensed way. The height maps seem to end up with everything a little bit a little bit stronger on the gradient, and that's the problem you're faced with something like this. But nevertheless, we are underway. We've gone through some of the hill climb. Let's straighten myself up and let's enjoy the sunrise. As I said, there's not much that I can talk about in terms of current events at the moment. Where I know that there's been some snow, or I say some snow, a lot of snow in both Spain and Japan, resulting in some unfortunate loss of life. I think snow's great, but obviously deadly snow, fatalities, not great at all. But you know, I like the snow. Something that I think would be lovely to have native in Euro Truck Simulator. M26, I do not think so. We're okay here. It's on the hard shoulder. Strange, in the UK, normally the police would stop behind you, not in front of you, unless they're boxing you in. Right. To be honest, I feel like I could... Right, where am I going? I want M25 Dartford Crossing. Okay, it's apparently this way. Interesting junction. Not going towards Gatwick. This lane should be fine. I was hoping that would have changed, but that's taking a while. There we go. Okay, that guy's not supposed to do that. These lanes are supposed to swing around the way that I just have. Yeah, something a little bit odd there. But then again, it is London. Oh, it's a busy motorway. Well, busy for Euro Truck Simulator anyway. End of motorway, yeah, hooray. Lights have already switched off. That's interesting. The light should not be switching off now. Oh, I should have gone on the bridge. Never mind. So much for the bridge. We are now going into the tunnel. You can see the bridge up there. You can just see the spires, supports of the bridge above the Thames as we go below. So we've been here last time, obviously. So far it's been an okay-ish start, nothing special. Now, for this one we are following it all the way around, so we're not going to be going towards Chelmsford or anything like that. We're going to stay on the M25 all the way around to, as I said, junction 21. So I do need this lane. That's the A12 lane. There we go. Nice and simple. M1, M11, Stansted Airport, which is from M11, Watford, all this way. Essex Police, traffic cops, What they got? Jag? Yep, another Jag. Now if that person just came across into this lane because it's clear, I'm going to be rather impressed. M11 south, no, do not want M11. M11 north and yeah, this one's fine. M25. So this is the M11 junction. Heathrow Airport now this way. Just continue going around. I remember this junction really well. I like this junction because then you go in and you start seeing, because you're elevated the entire way, you start seeing all of London in there on the A11. It's a good junction, this area. I'm assuming the next one on this is either going to be, but they're not going to have any other junction before the M1, are they? Waltham Abbey, 5 miles. Belcommon Tunnel. And they have the A1 junction, lovely, so it's Hatfield. This is the Hatfield junction. And Barnet, Potter's Bar, all of that around this area. Or going further in, you're going to going straight into London, Holloway, to Arsenal, that area. Going in that way. And then this one is the junction I want, which is M1 northbound. It's going to head the north, Luton, the Midlands. This is where I'm headed. To be fair, the past few times I've come along on this road, I've actually approached it from the other side. So I've not come across the M1 this way, or the M25. I've been on that opposite lane, going from the M25. Is that a hole? No, that's water. That looks like a hole. No, that is a hole. That's a hole in the... I come along this way. This is the road I come on from. Right here. And then join onto the M1, which that was fairly realistic for the M1 junction. To be fair. There we go. That's my loan repayment come out. This is very, very slow. What on earth? Why would you slow down to 30 on this motorway? So the Audi pulled into the opposite lane, or into the middle lane, and then just didn't do anything, whilst these lot are all really slow. Okay, now we've got a 50 here. Oh, roadworks. Uh-oh. Well, that's new. I mean, no, actually, I say that's new. No. That's about right. Roadworks for the M1 is about right. Well, it says 30 when it's clearly 50. Okay. These people are not doing a good job of accelerating here. So the AI need work. They certainly need work. But here we go. We're on the M1, out of London, headed currently towards Birmingham. Well, headed towards the east. Currently headed towards the East Midlands, and then we're going to get onto the M6 once we're in the East Midlands, and head towards the West Midlands, and then from there head up to Lancashire, well, Staffordshire, and then Lancashire. No, wait, there's something between Staffordshire and Lancashire. What's between Staffordshire and Lancashire? Yeah, some people are just not doing a good speed here. That's weird. I'm doing just, what, 65, and everybody's going really slow. However, I do want the services. What services is this? So which service station would this be? I'm just trying to figure it out. But I will fill up fuel. And let's fill up some fuel. £1.16 a litre, that's is that the right price? That's going to cost me a bit. That just cost me £1,000 on fuel. That's terrible. Seatbelt. Thank you. Let's go. Thank you, BP. Although motorway fuel would probably be a lot more expensive than that just was. This is where it's going to be interesting. Okay. That is not an entirely well done service station, I have to admit. But again, it's all to do with the everything being condensed. Because everything's condensed, it's very, very hard to do this. Right, what do we have here? Cambridge, Bristol, Midlands, Birmingham, North Leicester. Well, that is not how the M1 works. I know that's for certain. There's no 2 lanes here. Cambridge? Wait. This isn't the A14 junction, is it? It's going to go back across... Where's that going to be taking me? Would that be taking me towards Corby? Perhaps. And Kettering. That area, Northampton. In which case we've got quite high up very quickly, but I didn't even see Luton Airport. So, although I do recognise those wind farms. That being said, I do not particularly recognise this field. I'm looking for a railway line. That's what I'm looking for here. I'm specifically looking for a railway line. And again, it's doing a really... Right, this is my junction. I've not seen the railway line, and it doesn't do this. The M1 doesn't do this. This entire motorway needs a massive rework. Also, there's no signs for Sheffield and Grimsby back here. Those signs will come up after Nottingham. Catthorpe Interchange actually has a road that goes over the top. Not, in fact, this entire interchange is wrong. This is the A14 M6 M1 junction. So this entire interchange is wrong. Of course, they're working on it, so I certainly hope that. Whoa! What was that? And AI not looking in their mirrors. I wasn't speeding. That's ridiculous. Also, this road is not 50. I think one of the things about Euro Truck Simulator they really need to fix is its artificial intelligence and some of these bugs. But again, that's all to do with well, that's a better service station. That's all going to be to do with the whole what do you call it? Promods. When Promods manage to sort all of this out, that will be really well done. Some soundboarding here, and I think at this point I'm going to end this video. Though I should probably take a thumbnail because now it's daytime. I should be able to take one. There we go. Doesn't look terrible. Focus in the right place. That's not too bad. There we go. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Euro Truck Simulator 2. Leave a comment in the comments box below letting me know what you think. I certainly have to get used to driving a lorry a little bit more. But also I've got to get used to the fact that cars don't look before they do anything. And that was something I couldn't have avoided anyway. But if you can do so, please do consider supporting me on Patreon, www.patreon.com/ECGadget. Your support would be massively appreciated. It would really help me out. And also you can find me on social media at ECGadget LP for both Twitter and Instagram. That is all from me, and I will see you next time in Euro Truck Simulator 2.